na manok. By the time Socorro began delivering heart-shaped torts for Valentine's, Amado's appetite had begun to wane. At first he declined dessert, claiming he had to lose the extra pounds he had gained over Christmas. Second servings were the next to go. Soon after that, he simply stopped coming home after dinner. For dinner. By March, Inday, the cook, had stopped asking if her ate was dining alone and simply set a single plate for Socorro each night. And yet, in spite of Amado's claims that the late nights were running him into the ground, he seemed remarkably chipper. Socorro often overheard her husband humming Tony Bennett tunes while shaving in the morning. One day, Socorro discovered him preening before her full-length mirror, sucking in his gut and craning his neck to diminish the double chin that threatened to engulf his jaw. "Give it up, Adine," she joked. "Those extra pounds, they're not going anywhere. Middle age is upon us." "Speak for yourself, Socorro." He sprayed cologne on both palms and rubbed his neck. "I'm not ready to enter the golden years just yet." And then he picked up his briefcase. "Don't wait up. We have a conference call with the head office. I doubt that we will be done before midnight." Socorro leaned over to steal a kiss, but her husband was already reaching for the door. Glancing back, he sighed. "Really, Socorro? Maybe you should take Soledad's lead and get something done. Just because you're middle-aged doesn't mean you have to look like it." And then he was gone. Socorro avoided looking in the mirror that had earlier lied to Amado. When had her husband turned into Peter Pan? How could he think that she had overtaken him in the race to senescence? She took a deep, calming breath, and why on earth did her bedroom suddenly smell of lavender, sage, and rosemary? She glanced at Amado's dresser and understood. After a decade of gray flannel, her stolid lawyer husband had switched to something called Egoist Platinum by Chanel. Amado, whose machismo had somehow been nurtured by Jesuits and toughened by a fraternity in law school, would not have been caught dead sampling cologne at the Chanel counter. No, not even in some foreign duty-free emporium far, far away from his hidebound peers at Samson, Punzalan, and Santuico. This could only have been purchased by the sort of woman who wanted to smell summer in Provence whenever she nuzzled Amado's no longer young neck. But who could confirm his suspicions, Socorro wondered. The good lawyers at Samson, Punzalan, and Santuico would never betray a fellow partner. And in any case, pride prevented her from investigating her husband, acting for all the world like a stereotypical jealous wife. It was a pity Amado preferred to drive his own car. A driver could have told her his daily itinerary, where he went to lunch, if he stopped anywhere for work, if a woman had shared the ride. After splurging on a late model Jaguar, Amado now felt compelled to drive himself everywhere. The man could barely stand to surrender his trophy car to valet parking. Socorro decided she needed something more solid than an aftershave to prove her husband was cheating. Meanwhile, she strove to maintain a semblance of normality, catering Easter dinners, Mother's Day brunches, and wedding banquets as Manila simmered in the sultry summer months. So I'm going to skip over to the end.